They like the chaos.
They like the chaos. So when you're able to
chaos,
let that chaos reign with,
chaos,
let that chaos reign with,
chaos,
let that chaos reign with,
must reign.
All right, guys. What's good? What's good? Welcome here to another session, another stream here on the Chaos Rain Show. I am Chaos Rain here. And this is the open mic edition. Now, I don't expect much people to come up because, as you know, this channel is kind of, not big, but small enough. Oh, wait, Smurf something. One second, guys. What movie? All right. Let me see. The links to follow me are below. You can follow me on Twitter at Chaos27. You can add me as friend on Facebook, Eric Green on Facebook. Eric Green on Facebook, sorry. You can also join my Discord service as well. You could also follow my Rumble handle, CRain23. Yes. What else I forgot? Oh, and also, guys, become a member of the Chaos Rain Show as well. Cool. And as I'm looking through the backlogs and a lot of things, let me mute some lines. As you could tell, and as you guys come in, please like the stream. As you guys could tell, a lot of activity has been going on through social media and on YouTube as well. And today, depending on you, the viewers that will come across this content, you can voice your opinion on what you think is trending, what is cool, what sucks, etc. I'm going to probably share some things, as you know, and almost you've been invited to the server. Okay, doing. All right, let's see. All right, one guy wrote some movies. What the hell? All right. Oh, there, Universe shows. Okay. Oh, and Brendan, if you find this, please follow this channel. Sorry, guys, I gotta say that. Them guys doing a movie night. Anyhow, so no further ado. Oh, and one other thing. As you know, I did some videos and shorts on this channel. What I'm going to do now is I have not posted a lot of shorts on Chaos Rain Show. I think that shorts at this point moment does not really help give more authenticity to the channel overall, because in my opinion, they're good to get subscribers on how you do it, but in regards to everything else, posting a lot of short content or short reels, and YouTube really does short content, but usually it's more designed for more lengthy content. A short doesn't go really far, and it really doesn't lay out what the purpose of a certain video or content you're watching. And what I've noticed that a lot of content creators, when they do the shorts and put out like random shorts, like crazy shorts, when they look at doing like the video uploads or even live streams, it does not gain the greater outcome. So what I decided to do is I will probably do a video here and a short here from time to time. I'm not gonna be solely just putting shorts on the Chaos Rain Show, because the purpose of this channel is more mid-range to longer form content, and that's how YouTube always go by it. Mid to long range content. It's not like Twitch, for people that don't notice. This is definitely far from Twitch. So that's pretty much it. And okay, I'm looking at things. All right, so I see my end. All right, so let's begin. We're gonna start off with the one and only Miss Taylor, or what they call once formerly known as Shepherd. And she's been making her so-called rounds, trying to shame-splain, get her back blown out, be a throat goat to various men. You know, a woman that's out here just exploring her sexual fantasies. And, you know, she also licking other women from all angles. So let's hear from her about her now finalized divorce since last year on her, I think her husband that they've been married for like maybe 6 years, maybe 7 years, maybe. I forgot how long they've been married. They've been probably married not that long, personally. I think they only been married for like maybe 5 or 6 years, maybe. Anyhow, let's go. Fair use, fair use.
I want to get my back blown out in peace. You think I got time to talk about a divorce that's a year old? That's a year old, y'all. Let's be for real. Let's be real. Iman Shumpert was not even in the NBA when I was Teyana Taylor. What are we talking about? Let's be clear. But y'all not going to sit here and act like, one, I tried to take him for everything he got because I walked away with what I came in with. Iman walked away with all his cars. I walked away with all my cars.
Now, from the papers itself about this divorce and what she's babbling, which is really babble, there are a few lawyer consecrators that covered this in detail of the divorce. And she is walking away with a good chunk of change for those that really examine the documents carefully of this divorce. Personally, I think I found the document. I'm not sure I'm going to show it here. I'll post a link on Discord. Well, you got to follow me on Discord because Discord link's in the chat right now. More details. And it's like 33 pages. And I'm not going to probably go into detail of it because some content already gone through enough of these articles. And not just articles, but the actual documents of what she gained through the agreement of the settlement of the divorce. And I think every man should really look at it and look at on good faith about this. Because one of the few things that was known, you know, in this divorce, it seemed to me that Iman does have what we call a prenup. But the problem with the prenup that this man established with her is that the prenup, unfortunately, the prenup says in it that you're not supposed to how can I say it? You're not supposed to have any infidelities, which look like they said Iman was proven. I'm not sure how it was factual, but it's shown that he has had an infidelity. Now, I'm not sure how this is going to play out in regards to her rant about this divorce. But let's listen more to her little babble about all this. And I think with her, like most women, that's very much sexualized. And let's be honest. I look at this relationship they had as more of a sexual than anything of some tangibles. So, but let's go. And I'm going to put the link for the call link in a few minutes for those that want to join. Let's go.
Iman walked away with all his properties. I walked away with all my properties. Iman walked away with a car that I bought him. I walked away with a car that he bought me. We both bought each other old school cars. That's on the internet. That's clear. That's clear. But let's also, we're not going to sit here and make it seem like Teyana's using Iman for anything. Like, at the end of the day, yes, Iman made his money and so did I. I've been in this business since I was 15 years old. We're not going to act like my bank account is like, nah, we're not doing that. I've had several Jordans. I've had several movies, several deals, all still active. All still active. And the crazy part about it is, I said nothing when him and his lawyer told the internet, oh, Teyana's making more money. Teyana's bringing more money a month in than Iman is. Just because Iman played ball don't mean that this is a thing where it's like I'm trying to take money off of him. Iman haven't played ball since 2020. So yes, actively during the divorce, I was bringing more money than him in. I am. So it's just like, how are we sitting here making it seem like I'm being a gold digger or taking from him? And we're not going to do that. I bought my tour bus with my hard-earned money. I bought my Sprinter with my hard-earned money. I bought my Maybach with my hard-earned money. I bought my Maybach after Iman crashed my Rolls Royce and never replaced it. That I also bought. Okay? What are we talking about? Every single car that I walked away with, I literally paid for out of my pocket. Out of my pocket. Now, at this point, I made myself clear. Y'all going to think what y'all want to think regardless. Y'all going to still run with y'all narratives because that's what people do. But one thing you will have clear is that Tiana ain't take nothing from Iman. Oh, and that $1 million y'all claiming that 7-figure, 8-figure, it was a one-time fee of $1 million in damages. When Iman crashed the $400,000 Rolls Royce and Iman did whatever other stuff he did, that was the things he had to pay me back. Iman left me with a whole lot of shit. That's another thing. Let's be clear with that too. When you're dividing marital assets, when you're dividing houses and stuff, if it's still bills a part of it, if it's still whatever taxes, who you think got to pay for that? Let's be clear. Bitch, you think auntie want to be stuck paying taxes and bills and da-da-da-da, boom, boom, boom? No. But guess what? I've been doing it. I've been doing it. So it's not a win-win for either one of us. At the end of the day, we were two people that really loved each other.
I would say, I would agree. Yeah, you do love Iman in a way. And, you know, it's sad that two young people, I think Iman was born 1989 and she was born 1990, that you guys cannot be mature as mostly mid-aged adults now to really handle your problems properly. But the problem with this society, even people that's not been married for not even nearly a decade, let's be honest, and let's be fair, honest, really, that y'all have not really experienced an actual marriage. I mean, under 5 years or 5 years, above 5 years, not even pushing 10 years, you're not even really trying, personally. Now, from what I'm understanding, the whole relationship going into was based on sex and sex alone. And that, you know, they said that Tiana likes to go both ways, which I tell most dudes many times, be very cautious when you deal with women that likes to dab both sides of the fence, you know. It's not a good look. It's not a good look at all. I wouldn't advise you do it, because the problem is we have women that could dabble both sides. She's going to not only dabble with other women or the women you bring in the bedroom, which is weird, but also she will be dabbling with other men or other women behind your back that you will never know. You will never know, because when you're a woman that plays both sides of the fence and like that between men and women, it is a custom. It's the thing. So, hey, let's keep going.
At one point, and let's be real, we were two people that really loved each other at one point. You feel me? No one wins when the family feuds. Point blank in a period. And one thing that y'all can't ever take away from me is how much I love that man and how much I've held him down and how solid I've been to him. I'm literally getting threats by grown men. I'm literally going to my ex-husband. Keep in mind, me and Iman are on good terms. I didn't even know we was beefing. So I hit him on some like, hey, baby daddy, what's going on? Like, yo, like, people was putting out these blogs. And then, you know, somebody's kind of sending me a little bit of proof that you're paying to ship this stuff around to promote and help trend your name. Like, you know, I'm like, but I don't want to believe that it's you because we're in such a great space. Like, I got love for you for real, for real. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I got love for you for real, for real. So I just like want to know if you could like stand up for me. Cause I mean, I feel like I've been standing up for you. For you to say I have been protecting you by staying silent, that's so like passive aggressive. And like, what you trying to say? You protecting me by staying silent? You're protecting me by making me look like I took everything from you? Are you serious? Do you realize even when I made the post to say I not too much of my best friend, that was to give you a clean slate to do what you wanted to do, whether that was move on, get it right, fight for your family, whatever it was. I gave you a clean slate without people having to bash you. You were caught in the scandal around the time I made that announcement. not me. We wound up going to court. I watched you say some really, really hurtful and nasty things about me, dead smacked in front of my face, and I still gave you grace. I still was cordial with you. I still was graceful. There is a minority of men that will stand up no matter what y'all going through, that will stand up for the mother of their children, that will stand up for somebody that they once loved, that will protect his family no matter what. There's still men out there that is willing to protect their family no matter what. When I came to Iman and told him that I didn't feel safe, nothing else should have mattered. Why are we even on this phone arguing? I'm coming to you saying, yo,
if your man did not have no problem what's going on the internet, you should not either. And you know, it's funny, guys and ladies, there has been studies about the effects of social media on people. And I'm going to say this, and this is going to hurt a lot of feelings. Most of you black women, y'all need to stay off social media. That means you need to get off IG. You need to get off Facebook. Hell, you need to get off TikTok. And the reason why I say this is because personally, you guys cannot handle the criticism. You can handle the backlash. Hell, you can hear honest opinions from other sources that's either directly towards you or in general. If it got to that point, you need to get off the social media. Like real fast, ASAP. No one has time to sit there, really keep hearing you babble, you complain about, say, can you do some, say some, these people talk bad about me, this, that. You know, most women that is healthy-minded and healthy at heart, you know what they do when they get or hear direct criticism or any negative insults that pertains to them? They do one thing. And I'm going to tell you this, you know what the thing they do that always works like a charm? They log off. They log off. They shut off the comments section. They shut off the comments section. Oh, yes. Do you know that there's a feature on mostly social media links that when you notice people are comment, you could just disable that? Did you know that? Did you know that? Yeah. Do I do a video saying how to remove comments, disable comments for dummies? Come on, man. Let's be adults here, man. Grow up, man. Grow up. Let's keep listening. Fairies.
baby daddy, I don't feel safe. Like niggas talking about they gonna off me if I boom, boom, boom. I'm telling you, I don't feel safe. Well, back in 2023, when I did,
So you get direct. You know, it's funny. I find it very odd with women. If a man is that bold to say he's going to off you because of Iman Shepherd, that's very much telling. Very much telling. I wonder why would she invest so much time into, or any man will come out the way, especially if it's a man, if it's particularly, let's say if it's a black woman or black man, generally, will go in your inbox, in your comment section, and say, yo, you better draw back that divorce papers. You better not take this man's money. We gonna off you. It's hard for me to fathom a man, or many of them are gonna go in the comment section and they're going to, express that vitriol to you in regards to violence. Like they're gonna put hands on you. Like literally, they're gonna put hands on you. I don't really take low-level threats, and really, you should not either, sweetie. Just saying. I think you need to be around much more wiser people around you. I think with these people that are in middle age, where are the other girlfriends? Women that has some prestige, have honors, that is respectful in their peers to have guidance and guide these middle young age ladies here. Hell, where's the white woman, Tiana Taylor, that you could talk to that will help you resolve your unresolved issues about social media? You need to sit down with a shrink, a therapist. Real talk. I remember one time, if I remember, there were certain consequences. Was it Uncle D? One of them, they said after a while, I think even the one of Dr. Omar's child, which I'm not gonna do no video on more on Dr. Omar, but if I do, I gotta have the spirit to do so. That if you think about it, 9 times time that people, especially women that have some goddamn sense, take a break from social media. In my opinion, I think you live on social media all day, every day. You live it and make it your life to be on social media all day, every day, knowing what people are saying, what they're thinking, all that stuff. Man, you got no time for that nonsense, man. You should be out there getting it, you know? Like literally getting it how you fit in. And you're not even doing that. You up here focus on what the negativity of people saying on you. And one thing I didn't like during the beginning stage of this video, and people didn't notice, she every time I say getting her back blown out in peace. That tells you are very much a deranged degenerate that loves to engage in a lot of fucking. These are modern women that's talking out the mouth, gentlemen and ladies. When the first thing comes out your mind is sex, right? Doing ill walks of poses, even things that are derogatory to the bedroom, and then you're using sexual gestures like getting your back blown out or you know, being a throat goat. These terminologies is giving a message to people that look at you or come across your content on any media source. They're gonna think of you as a real sexual deviant, a degenerate. That this woman, all her focus, all her time and energy is how much she is gonna want to, you know, get a release. But you know, it happens sometimes when you in a sexual manner or about that life person. Anyhow, let's keep going. Fairies.
What we talking about? I've done nothing but protect him the whole way through. You can Google Tiana and Iman's divorce. All you ever see me speak on is begging to stay out of our business. Tell me where the lie is. Business and stay out of our divorce proceedings. Even when he filed the motion to make our names public to the world, I literally here and y'all boom, 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 mind y'all business, stay out of the group chat. I could have easily said, you know what, it's really unfortunate that my ex-husband would make our divorce public. I could have said that. And nip this in the bud a long time ago. I did not. I said, it's really hurtful that someone would leak the da-da-da. Just please respect me and my family's privacy. Protected him. When all my utilities was cut off, and it made it to the blogs, because it was in a court, so it made it to the blogs that Iman had all turned off. Who came running to the internet protecting him? Iman ain't turned nothing off. Ain't nobody turned nothing off. We would never be sitting ducks. Boom, boom. Granted, the shit was turned on the same day, because me and my children would never be sitting duck. But it's the problem that every single time something has came out, I've protected him, myself, and our children with love, respect, and grace. And none of that was reciprocated. If he got child support to pay, how would that benefit me? Like, that's what I'm saying. Y'all literally looking for whatever y'all gonna look for to make something negative when the truth is right in front of your face. The truth is right in front of your face. Y'all was in a frenzy saying that I took him for all he got. I'm clearing that up and saying that it is not true. I paid for all my stuff. Then y'all was in a frenzy saying that I tried to send him to jail. I'm telling you, that is also not true. I never demanded him to go to jail. And y'all still finding a problem. Which one is it? I've been protecting and fighting for Iman our whole relationship, our whole marriage, our whole everything. And that was being flipped on me. That's insane. Like just a few days ago, me and Iman had a whole conversation about, yo, I'm about to go in for this, you know, boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, yo, we claiming that shit. We claiming that. You got this. You got this, baby daddy. You good. Like, you got this. Like, we literally are cool. That's why I'm really confused. I never tried to send Iman to jail. I'm still not trying to send Iman to jail. However, I have to file a motion to get him to leave me alone so we can both go and live our life in peace. Like, I'm confused.
Yes, sweetie. To live your life in peace so you can get your back blown out in peace. Don't forget that. You want to get your back blown out. And you want to be on the, what we like to call the probacious. And you know what's coming, guys. You want to be on the Carousel, if I do say so myself. Yes. All right, let's keep going.
Because y'all know peace is what I want. Like, I don't want no smoke, bruh. Like, I'm too happy right now. Bitch, I'm too happy right now. Bitch, I'm too happy right now. You think I want to sit here, but be talking about some divorce? That only makes me look like I'm coming with a whole bunch of baggage. Like, nobody want to do that. But yeah, like I said.
Well, actually, you do have some form of baggage, and you have mentally unmet trauma baggage. Because anytime you find women, you know, even explicitly talking about sex, and the first thing come to mind is sex, that's baggage. That means you are pretty much in that life that you like to engage in a lot of you know, busting nuts, a lot of, you know, ripping orgasms, you know, a lot of, you know, things that you know the public don't want to know about, but you know you make a public admit when you open your mouth. And yeah, I think most of you women, y'all need what do you call it, ear muffins instead of microphones, because when y'all open your mouths, it's, I don't know, man. It's like you have to just hold your breath and gas to hope that they don't say nothing stupid. Yeah, I'm just checking. All right, let's keep going, guys. This video is almost done.
It is what it is. This divorce, these settlements, and all this fake false shit, all this stuff is old. They tried to put this out back in June 2024, but it didn't work because right after court, I flew straight down to Paris Fashion Week and was doing all of that. So it was overshadowed. And then it's crazy how days after my Black Woman in Hollywood Essence Award, now this comes back up to the light. And not only is it coming back up, but it is also not true. I forgot, after the divorce, he went and did skits. He went and did skits, creating a narrative about the da-da-da. Man, that lady took you for all you got, da-da-da. He went and did skits. He's been throwing shots at me the whole time through his music. He's doing skits. Like, at the end of the day, y'all didn't see me do none of that. I've done nothing but work my off and mind my business.
And like I said before, and I'll say this with a smile on my face, that's the price you pay to be famous. Fame has a price, and one of the price you pay is you're going to be scrutinized throughout the public. Rather, the information could be factual or not. You make your money, you make your daily bread off your image, off what's going on, what you're doing, what you've been eating, hell, who you've been fucking. That's the price a lot of celebrities pay to be famous, to be rags and riches. So, you know, for you as a woman that's, you know, not old, but you're getting there, that you have not seen anything yet now that you're a single woman, or now a single baby mama now of 2. And don't be fooled, guys, of the picture of her and Adrian Pierre. We all know Adrian does not deal with a lot of Black women. He likes to dip into the snow. And you know what I mean? Why a lot of them like to dip into the snow? Well, matter of fact, I'll show you. I will show you better and tell you, because there's this always saying about these snow bunnies. They always tell the truth, a lot of things. You know? All right, let's go ahead. Let's look at this. There you go.
Black kings get divorced, and then what happens? They're like, fuck it, we're moving on. Snow bunnies are gonna clean me right out. So the snow bunnies get on top of things, and they mix, and they have this beautiful baby, and the process continues. So I do find that Black kings often go to Black queens first, and then they're like, snow bunny time. They'll either divorce them, dump them, and then move on, swiftly move on, and they'll feel all cleansed, you know. Right. Anyway, on that note, do you like my nails? They're very Christmassy. It's almost Christmas. Divorce season's round the corner, which means snow bunnies warm in January? Yes.
Yeah, that's what they do. That's what these so-called non-black bitches do. They will take the Black King, or allegedly take Black King. And the funny thing with Mr. Adrian Pierre, you know, because he is of West Indian descent. I think he's from Europe, born and raised in England, I believe. And you know, a lot of women will fall and will love him because he's not the typical black man. He could be as a black man of mixed heritage, you know. And what I mean by the mixed heritage, if you look at it, right? He has what they call green eyes. He has like almost yellow or fair skin. So he is actually a total package. He is actually a dream to a lot of modern Western black women, if we want to keep it real. Because think about it, they could take him on, you know, they could take on his, you know, genetics if it's a little watered down, but that's cool. And you know, have less, you know, black children. Nor it might apply to somewhat of the one drop rule, allegedly, you know. I mean, he is partially black, so you know, they'll come out with, they'll still be black in America, but it's gonna be a special type of black. Their children gonna come out like, you know, a nice little yellow with green eye looking you know, black child. And if it's a girl, oh my god, I don't think most black women like that, you know, in general, you know. But what I know, I could be wrong, but you know. That's how I be, guys. That's how I be. Make sure you guys like the stream, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and like always. Oh, and one thing for people that don't know, the link to the actual article itself for you to read, to know more about this divorce and information about divorce settlement, including she talked about this stupid thing about domestic, I don't know, some domestic violence crap. All of it's on Discord. So please, guys, links in Discord in the description. Follow my Discord. Hold on. I'll make sure I have it there. Okay. All right. All right. I put it there. There we go. All right. So now what we're going to do, and this is something I want to really cover. And this is not going to get a lot of favor to those men that this applies to personally. Y'all familiar with Black Guru? I'm not sure why people have an issue with this brother. He is not a Kevin Samuels. Obviously, he's not. Because, you know, he's more of a younger version of Kevin. By maybe maybe 15 years. Maybe 16. I don't know. And this man right here has some very much in-depth content. And it's content, let's be fair and honest. This is something that we should have a conversation as gentlemen. I know a lot of us don't want to talk about it, but we already know right about who these ladies really choose. But let's be fair. A lot of black women complain about the black man of the inadequacy of what he is not doing. And what I mean by he is not doing, what he's not doing enough for them. So my thing is this, that if the black man you want to control is a problem, right? Why don't you find the other group of men? Instead, keep talking about black men. The answer is simple: they can't, because no man, unless it's something that they want for something sexual, that's the only way they gonna get access to certain non-black men. And let's be fair honest. We see black women with non-black men, right? I think they're doing something. Don't be fooled, gentlemen. They're not. Either if they get any white man, and like I said, any white man will do, unfortunately. But let's be fair and honest. If that's all it takes to find a non-black man with just non-black skin, is enough for you to be, you know, not only giving you all, but, you know, want to hop in the sack And then if you're not getting a relationship, you get the mixed child, and that's the end of the story. Your priorities are very much weak. And really true, you gotta be better as a woman. Personally. I've done shows about this, even to the few ladies that been in a relationship with non-black men, particularly European men, white men generally, in America generally. And the European man is pimping and getting a lot out of black women for least effort. And in return, once they discard them, they're going to let's be fair, honest. They're going to come back to black men. And really, their hopes that they'll be the ones that's doing what they should be doing, won't abandon ship and go somewhere else. But that's either here nor there, or whatever you want to call it. Let's look at this bum ass nigga. I have a conversation with Black Guru, and he's going to probably explain his logic and his views about black excellence and black performance. And shout out to Black Guru for this one. All right, let's go. Fair use, and let me see if I can find it. And obviously, the man has content and it's growing. And I think one thing with him moving forward, I'm hoping that when he does these streams, that he's going to probably, if these ladies not gonna show himself, it don't make no sense he bring them on to have a conversation, because a lot of these women just want to sit there and troll. They don't want to show themselves and have a conversation on certain topics, in my opinion. All right, let's go. Various.
My dad had 14.
By how many women?
4. He had 7 by one, 3 by my mama, 2 by another woman, and 1 by another woman. So that's 13. But when he died, it was another son that he had on his.
So that's 5. So 5 women.
Yeah, 5.
Top 10 most not.
And you want to go out like your daddy, you said. You want to. So how many do you want to have? The same? You want to match him?
Yes, I think the men with the most kids is the most masculine. I don't look at the men with the most money. I look at the men with the most kids is the most masculine man you can think of. Well, I got 2 baby mamas and 2 possibles. 3 baby mamas and 2 possibles.
What do you mean by possibles? Like you don't know for sure? You haven't had DNA test?
Yeah. It was a woman that came to my city in Milwaukee. I used to be a CNA, and we had sex and stuff. And she moved back to Mississippi, and then she ended up calling me, telling me she was pregnant. But after that, I kept trying to find her. I haven't heard nothing back from her.
How long ago was that?
That was about 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay, well, what's the other possible? What's that situation?
That's when I was in Texas. I used to live in Texas back.
How long ago was that?
Now, before he continues, the man said he doesn't look at men that is making a sustainable lot of money or making pretty good money, and either he's a hustler or working a job, or let's say he's in some type of career field that pays him a very good steady wage, right? He's talking about, in his mind, the more productive. He said the man that's out there slinging dick, busting nuts in these chicks raw, which a lot of women nowadays love it raw. Unfortunately, I like to say it, but yeah. And he just, in his mind, he said a man spreading seed is much more valuable and much richer than a man that's out here getting it. And to me, that is some what I like to call nigga logic, some dumb shit. But like I said, the woman that's giving him the box, this is the result. Fair use.
I used to live in Texas I went to Texas from 2010 to 2012.
And how do you have a possible in Texas too?
Well, I used to be dating. I ended up dating my fiance cousin. It was weird how we ended up getting together. I never knew her family like that. It was just when I went to Texas, San Antonio, and I met this girl at Walmart. We could start jamming, and I was talking to her about my ex-fiance, and come to find out they was first cousins. She was also in the Army. her cousin was. So
So you
I
mess
heard
with
that.
a woman and then you mess. Hold on, you mess with the woman, then you mess with her cousin after you met her at Walmart.
well, you gotta keep in mind when I was with my fiance, I never had been to Texas. I never knew her family because my fiance was from Texas, but I met her in Milwaukee, and we was together for 5 years in Milwaukee, and then once we split up, I moved to Texas, and she moved to like Kentucky.
So you just randomly ran across her cousin at Walmart.
It was weird as hell. Yes, when she told me she was her cousin, I was like kind of.
Why didn't you? I mean, is the family thing going? Why didn't you say, all right, you know what? I'm not gonna mess with you. There's plenty of women out here. We're not gonna do nothing. Why didn't you turn down the booty?
I mean, her cousin was fine too, though. I mean, like, I felt like, she probably was, when we was together, she probably trying to sleep with my people. That's probably why God made it that way, because what a coincidence. I move 1,000 miles away from home, and the first girl I meet is your first cousin.
Yeah.
And they actually from Houston. I moved to San Antonio and met her cousin.
Okay. So you got 3 baby mamas, 2 possibles, and you think that women are not better off being single, the women of today, single and childless?
Well, this is my belief for marriage, right?
No, you ask a question to a man that his only purpose in life is to run through regular modern women. And how much you want to bet he's running through women that have pretty decent jobs? I will vouch he's running through a good portion of them. And I would say this brother's running through more than half the community where he's at. Because think about it. I mean, besides his appearance, which I can't really talk much about, but by how he's somewhat articulate himself, it looks to me, dude, you just shows up and then say some 2 lines here and there. And maybe for a woman that's pretty much considered college educated, which I don't like to use that word loosely, but okay, she will look at your head down and say, God damn, yo, you're some dude I would like to, jump in bed with. Oh, because think about it. They complain about regular black men that's not say that they're doing what they're supposed to, but they don't talk about the ones that's not really doing what they're doing like that. They point and box every black man as one. Ain't this a man? But like I said, this is the community. All right, let's go. Fairies.
My belief is gonna come off crazy because nobody never heard of it. But I think once you get a woman pregnant, that is a marriage. The kid is the ring, right? And the kid combines your family and her family together to death do us.
Brother.
So you're saying you bust nut in a woman, and let's say she's married, which some dudes are screwing married women. Let's keep that. That's a fact, brothers. That's a fact. And sad because we're talking about men in general, including black men, that you think that we should have more courtesy and more respect with each other, knowing saying that if this woman is indeed covered, and I use the word covered very loosely, the last thing you want to do is to clap the cheeks of a covered woman or blow her back out, knowing that she has a man at home. But I don't know, man. I think most women nowadays, they're looking for a sexual thrill, And I heard a story from the Red Book by Asidian. Someone said, a lot of women, or actually some modern Western women, will cheat on their husbands or boyfriends in regards to payback, or just in general, they're just curious and they want a different variety. They move like men. So when you hear women talking about variety, they want to engage in the same fornication like you and think you don't get the same results. And I'm saying, you engage in fornication like a man, it's not gonna feel the same. It's not gonna be the same, baby. Matter of fact, I now remember what one thing I want to cover, and I'm probably going to do this as I wrap up this portion of the video, because I found a article about these women that's in the business, and there's more focus on non-black women, but we could say women in general. Women in the adult entertainment business, when they've been clapping cheeks for such a long time, there is a consequence, an effect they suffer with this reckless behavior. All right, let's go. Fair use, fair use.
Okay, I understand that's your philosophy. I want to answer to the actual question. Do you think that the way that how these women are today, majority of them, do you think they're worthy to have relationships with men, long-lasting relationships and marriages? And do you think they're worthy enough to be mothers? Because a lot of them will even tell you, I don't want children. We should remain single. We should not have kids. Do you think that they're better off?
No, I think that they should have kids.
And you think that they're worthy of having men too, relationships, husbands?
Well, I wouldn't say husband. I think they should have men's, because God put us on here to have that.
To have what?
Men, we put a stigma on women.
God put you here to have what?
Families.
Okay.
Men dictated on how we should go by having families, with like the modern day marriage and monogamy and stuff like that. That's not natural. That's why nobody never achieved it.
Okay, brother, that's not
relationship they violated.
Brother, we're not talking about, the topic is not about polygamy and monogamy and all. I'm simply saying the way that the women are of today, are they worthy to be mothers and wives?
I truly believe that they are.
Why?
And I also think, like, you conflating, when you ask me those questions, you conflating two different topics.
Okay, why do you think they're worthy? No, I'm not conflating two different topics, because the purpose of marriage is to establish a family.
What? See, I can concede.
But you have to concede. Because what the purpose of you up here slinging and busting, like literally busting and shooting the club on a lot of these ladies? What is the end game? What is the real purpose you doing that nonsense? Like literally. It's reckless behavior. Reckless procreation acts. That really, there's no really productivity going out there busting so much. And you know this. You know this. But you continue to go out there and bust as many nuts and ladies. Like literally. I find appalling, really, But anyhow, let's continue. Fair use.
With that, that's the
okay. So we don't need to even get into that. So if you're talking about, it's not two different things. If you're going to say, so in order to establish a family, right, a man has to come together with a woman, and they both have to be in agreement on the relationship. Right. In order for a marriage to happen, we know there's weird things going on now. The man has to propose that to the woman. He brings that up to the woman that he wants to marry her. He desires to marry her.
And see, this is where I'm conflicted at. Like, I get the part where you say men and women, they get together, and is women worthy to be a baby, to be a mother and be a wife. I'm saying they worthy enough to have a relationship. And I grew up in a family where they had long-lasting relationships, but they wasn't married, and they all had kids. So I think if God make a way where women can get pregnant, that's what make her worthy. Men can't determine if a woman worthy or not.
Shout out to Brother Frederick again. He has a message for you. He says, Pookie behavior. Most of these women are getting with him. Talking about you. This is the cycle today. So you're basically saying, would you describe? So you came on my show. You did call yourself one of those dudes that's a field ninja, a ghetto dude. So would you say you a Pookie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and let's be fair, honest. This is who the Western women choose. Who they really actually choose actually is Pookie and Ray Ray. And gentlemen, let's be fair and honest. When women like this choose these type of dudes, or what they call the bottom dwells of society, right? The only thing you could look at and conclude about this chick, and do I have this? I don't think I have it. Let's see if I have it. The only thing in your mind that you have to look at her as all right, well, I don't have it. Anyhow, you get the point. Let's keep going. Phrase.
And you got potentially, and you potentially have 5 baby mamas, and then you say you married right now?
Yeah, I just got married in July of this year.
Do y'all have any children?
No, the goal was we were supposed to have 4 more. She was supposed to give me 4 more children, but it didn't. She didn't ever end up getting pregnant. So, because
She can't have children?
Really in it for love,
Can she have children?
and I don't think so, because we was doing our thing.
Wait. Did you just say you're not in it for love? You were just in it for more children?
Yeah, that's what I told.
Now, this is some weirdo shit. So you're out here just busting nuts, and lots of ladies here, particularly black women, because I'm not sure if he's messing around with non-black women. I would, let's say, maybe I'm a guess. You probably not only busting nuts in black women, but you also bust nuts in non-black women, mostly the Latino types. And I think you're having a ball out there, dude. Just procreating like it's like no others. Like, and they said about this the men of communities, right? And a lot of black men always been harping and complaining about, and I think, was it the sergeant said it best, that especially when we're talking about Western women, black women generally, that they are procreating with the smallest bunch of black men in these communities. And the reason why they do it is because they want to have more say and control of the relationship. That's why you see a lot of them will turn to Pookie and say that Pookie is masculine. No, Pookie is Pookie. He's doing Pookie-isness. He's busting in you-ness. He is Ray you for your dollar. Like literally, Ray. You can't make this up, man. For real. You can't make this it up, like Kevin said. All right. Yeah, you can't make this up. Let's see. There you go.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
You can't make it up at all. Can't make it up. All right, let's keep going. Phrase.
I said I just want more children. I'm not really concerned about love.
Okay, you're not in it for love, so you don't really love her like that. You just want to have children with her.
Yes, that was like the agreement that we had before she flew up here.
Where'd she fly from?
Boston, Massachusetts.
And you in Texas?
No, I'm in Milwaukee.
Oh, you in Milwaukee. That's right. You had been in Texas, but you in Milwaukee now. Okay, she flew from Boston to marry you?
Yeah. She told
How did y'all meet if she was in Boston, you was in Milwaukee?
On my channel.
Oh, and she knew you was looking for somebody?
No, we just got we got a big channels and stuff like that. We always have conversations, and we just started jamming with each other.
Did y'all actually get married, or you talking about y'all just started sleeping together and you call that marriage?
No, we went to the courthouse and got married.
So y'all legally married. You went and got married to the woman, and the agreement was that this ain't about love. You told her that before she came out here. This is about having babies, and now she can't give you babies. So what you gonna do with the woman?
Well, she went back home. We not together. We didn't last in that.
Well, brother, you kept saying that you have a wife. That's
No. I'm saying I kept saying I'm legally married. We don't live together.
but brother, but I know, but you've been in.
This dude sounds weird. He sounds dumb right now. So you're in this so-called situationship with a ring with this woman. Like, really? You're in a situation with this chick. I would say it's your wife, but I don't know, man. And I guess she either know or either she allows or whatever. You out here just busting nuts and bringing unwanted babies. I'm just saying. What's this? Hang on, let's keep going.
Implying this whole time. See, that's why I have to ask questions. You've been implying this whole time, like, oh, I got a wife, like you married, like y'all together right now.
No, I wasn't. I'm sorry that I made you. I came off.
Yeah.
Legally married, which I am. I'm legally married. I just got married in July.
And how long did y'all last?
29 days. She moved.
What happened? So what happened? What made her fly back home?
It was just a bunch of arguing and stuff like that, and she put a false allegation on me, and she ended up coming back down here though. She ended up coming back in September, and we stood together till like October 20th, and then she went back home.
She put a false allegation on you, like abuse or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
She didn't say I hit her, but she said I put my hands on. You know how you have your forearm when somebody's trying to hit you, and you trying to hold them down, like when you're dealing with women, you trying to hold them down when they trying to hit you.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Okay, so she put that on you. Hold on, brother. Hold on, brother. So she put that on you, and did you go to jail? Did you do time for that?
I went to jail for like 2 days.
And that was it.
But they dropped it down to just a disorderly city ordinance ticket. I had to take a plea to something I didn't do. I didn't beat up on nobody.
Okay, so you took the plea after you saying you was defending yourself from her hitting on you.
Yeah, basically like holding her down. Like, you know how when a woman comes swinging off at you, and you got to put your forearm up to like try to hold it down because you can't use your hands. You can't choke, you can't kick, you can't slap, you can't punch. You got to protect, you got to get this mug off you. Yeah, you're going to do the same thing too.
Okay.
If somebody comes swinging off on you.
All right, so I just want to establish something. I want to get it clear. After all that's happened to you, you didn't went through potentially 5 baby mamas. You had another woman that I guess wasn't no good because that didn't work. It didn't last. And she tried to set you up, put some false charge on you. But you still saying you think these women, brother, you ain't even been able to make it work with not one of these women.
Well, that's not true.
What's not true?
Well, because I had great relationships with women. Like one woman, the woman that I told you about initially was 5 years. I had a couple of 2 years, 3 years. Then my last baby mama lasted for 2 or 3 years. Like nothing is meant to last forever. I don't believe.
Things could last. Now, forever, that is questionable, but if you do it right and you play a part and you do in the best of your ability, your relationship should last. Anything that's under, in my opinion, and just being reasonable. If your relationship, or we want to call marriage, because marriage goes a long way to anything else. If you can't survive 10 years in a marriage, you're not really trying, in my opinion. And they're going further, even in a relationship. And I said this, and there will be a video up soon about this thing about my strategy. And I tell ladies this is the make more sense, the secure way of really walking out any relationship that you think is going to be too lengthy in your life and where you're trying to go, if you're in serious or you're intentional of what you want to be, it's coming. When you're in these relationships, ladies, your relationship should not be exceeding over 2 years. Now, give or take, they said roughly, you hear people mostly that got their ish in order, or let's say people that is doing fair or doing some part all right. It don't take over 2 years. Much as, I push back on the people getting proposed, men proposing very early, 6 months or less, right? And the reason why I say 2 years makes more sense because it's the sure, safe bet that you at least are able to really deal with that person. Conversations, go on maybe dates, maybe possibly have intercourse because you're going to have sex. That's something that's not going to be off the table. And the ins and outs of a person in that period of time, at least, right? If a man you deal with that goes beyond 2 years, he's not keeping you for long. He's just maintaining you and is staying around for another woman that he might choose, and he's going to, tie knot in less time. You are what, like Nelly has done to a lot of these ladies, a placeholder. And to prevent yourself from being a placeholder, you must understand and have a simple strategy that is simple and something that you should not exceed. That will eliminate a lot of problems. Now, you usually go in and question what your motives are, what you want to a person, and the person might agree or disagree with you, and that will cut the time more short. But in essence, you should not go beyond more or less than under 2 years. And if it exceeds the second year, he's not married. It's that simple. All right, let's keep going.
Even that. Everything in life, nothing in life lasts forever. Nothing. Your kids not going to be with you forever. Eventually, they're going to go off and venture off. People's feelings change throughout time.
I just talked about that. We know, but a marriage is not supposed to last 29 days either. You're talking about nothing in life lasts forever. Well, what's the longest woman you was with out of those potential 5, 6?
The longest woman I was with was the 5 years.
And y'all had 2 children?
No, the woman I had when I was together 5 years, we didn't have no kids. She couldn't have no kids. So like 2013, after we split up, like in 2010, 3 years later, I ended up having a kid. And I got all 3 of my daughters from all my baby mamas. They didn't tell y'all that I got full custody and been raising my kids since my daughter, she's finna be 12. I've been raising.
Well, they wrote on my page that you got more baby mamas than what you telling me.
I mean, I don't see how somebody could tell you something better than I can. You talking to the horse's mouth.
All right.
I ain't finna come up here and sugarcoat nothing.
All right.
Yeah, he might have more kids out there. Because think about it. And the reason why I say he has more kids, because if your mission in life is to have as much or more kids than your father, because he's going to explain that in a minute, it tells me you're just out here just busting it and busting pure juices on any woman that you could come across that will give you pussy. And yes, I said that. Yes, that word, loosely. Yes. You're messing with any woman that will give you the box. Yes, yes. Cold-hearted, I think the women that give you box, either dumb or they're desperate, one or the other. And I think most women are, desperate more than dumb, because let's be honest, it takes a certain amount of intelligence to not engage in acts like that with men that, let's be honest, are not there mentally and spiritually, and not even there, I'm not sure what his finances, but let's say he's doing pretty fair, to be fair on the brother. You're not ready because you're not really going to hold your end of responsibility, in my opinion, but I could be wrong. Let's go. Very serious.
Okay, so my point.
I did tell you that I got full custody of all my kids.
Okay, that's good, brother. That's good. I'm glad you got full custody of your children. That's really good. But you also got 2 potentials out there that we don't know that you don't have custody of.
Well, it's only so much I can do. If the woman ran, lost, took away her contact. I mean, if she'd have told me and I would have took a DNA test, it's just a possibility. It's not a fact. It's mine. I've been reaching out. I didn't get no answer, so I did my part.
We got a brother. Shout out to Keith. We got a brother that got a question for you. Shout out to Keith. He said, "How many do-overs till you get it right, brother?" That's what he want to know. How many do-overs?
I don't want to do nothing over. I purposely choose women that don't really care for their kids, because my goal is to raise my kids. And I know if I would have chose women that got all their stuff together and got money, got careers, it would have been extremely hard for me in court, in child support court, or in family court. So I purposely chose women that don't really care about raising kids.
And right there is the problem that I have. Right there. So this man is hunting, not searching, hunting for women that has kids that don't give up about their own kids. That is goddamn sad. I tell you, that's sad for real. And it makes me wonder, saying he is one of the very few men that's out here really doing the thing. Like glittery. Hold on. What's this? Hold on, guys. So it makes me think that the quality women, and let's be honest, the quality women he's dealing with, we know that they are somewhat educated, because these are the same women that will take on this man. They probably will feed him. Oh, they'll probably buy him a PlayStation 5 now. That's the new shit they put. Yeah. And have him sit down all day with the kids playing games, and possibly, eat up all the food in the house. And they have no problem with that, because in their mind, they're in control. And this dude, all thing he gives in return is some dick and bubblegum. And the worse you are treating your children, the better he exists. That's sad. That's really sad. Anyhow, let's keep going. Fairies.
And that's how I ended up with mine. I'm not sitting up here crying like Tyrese.
Well, Tyrese, he's off the hook, supposedly now. I don't know if it's true or not, but he's supposed to be off the hook. I don't know how true it is. Well, his daughter supposedly is with him now, and he's not paying child support. That's what's been reported. I don't know how true it is, but that's what's been reported.
Mm-hmm. And again,
I think he's talking about the oldest daughter of Tyrese, not the one that's like, how old is the youngest right now? I think like 4 years old, right? Or 5. I can't remember when the baby was born, but yeah, I think the baby might be 5 now or 6. So I think he's probably taking care of the oldest one right now. That's pretty much almost an adult now. She's supposed to turn 18 this year, but I ain't gonna look into that. See if that's true, because y'all guys can look that up in the internet. I ain't gonna do that. All right, let's go. Very sweet.
I've been doing this for about 8 years now, raising my own kids.
All right.
I'm not on no zero. I got them on.
So you think, brother? So you think that these women should still? So what you're telling me right now is that you looking for another woman to have 4 more children with, because you couldn't have those children with that last woman. So you still looking for another woman?
I'm looking for multiple women, and the reason why I say multiple,
brother, do you think that this is wise though? You didn't already show that this shit ain't working out with you and no woman.
No, it did work out. It worked out that
the one that you said you was with, brother, the one you was with the longest 5 years, y'all didn't have any children. Every other relationship, what was the longest you was with one of those baby mamas? How long?
2 to 3 years. That was my last one.
That ain't shit when it comes to 18 years of raising a child. Obviously, it's not working.
No, it wasn't the fact that it wasn't working. She had did something crazy to the point where they gave me the CPS gave the baby to me. And
Well, that means it ain't working. That means listen. If you picking crazy ass women to mate with, that means it's not working. Your picker's off.
well, it seems like it's not working for neither one of us when we talk about relationships. Because
Yeah, they picking you.
Yeah, but he's talking about you, dude. And I think it is working, but you're search for these women, and you're just sitting there studying them and find the ones that are the ones that ain't shit, won't do shit, and won't even take care of their kids effectively. That's where you coming. You're out here just busting, slinging, busting, and blowing backs at a lot of women and busting nuts in them and impregnating them because you find the ones that are going to be more acceptable to really abuse their children. And that's just sad. That's real sad. You know, it's funny. I don't know why a lot of women don't really check other women that are really neglectful for their children. Personally, I don't know why they don't do it. They need to start doing that because I think the shaming part will slowly have other women to start straighten up and don't engage the same, behavior. But that's just a food for thought. And let's keep going. Various.
Too. They picking you. You already said you a pookie.
right, but you upper class, upper class doing everything right, and are you married? No,
Brother, what are we talking about today? What are we talking about? Okay, I've already told y'all many times that I don't discuss what I got going on in the house because we got people coming trying to look for my kids, look for my woman, my wife, whatever. So I don't tell them what I got going on. They can guess. But my thing is, what we're talking about is you and your situation. Your situation, you've proven that it doesn't work. What you've been doing is not working with any woman. 0. Longest relationship you had with a woman was 2 years of possibly 5 baby mamas. 2 to 3 year relationship. That ain't shit.
well, no.
Child have to grow up for 18 years, and now you looking for multiple other women that you can. Sound like you just want to screw some more. How old are you?
I'm 39.
40 years old, basically.
Damn, man. At turning 40, and now you're at a point in life where you almost reached the pinnacle of amount of children you are creating with your recklessness. What that says about, in general, of this community, in general, that women are not only bad choosers, but they're picking the men that really, truly, they really want to be in control. Because no hell that you as one that's, if you're doing what you're supposed to do, and let's be honest, you want to have an actual structured family with a man, that is respectful and doing what he has to do. The last thing you want to do is you want to have any man run in your box. Like really run in there, you know what I'm saying, to shoot up the club and then you up at home with the baby. But like I said, there are some women now, because they're saying screw it, they up here, they're going to resort to, having babies with men, non-physical men with those type of, ejections and stuff. So, all right, let's keep going. Furious.
You just sound like you just want to screw a whole bunch more.
I truly want to go out like my dad. My dad had 14. Everybody in my family. My cousin got 20. Every man in my family got 8 kids and better. My dad.
You want to go out like your dad?
Yes, I truly believe in a big family. I was raised in a big family. My grandma and them had 8 kids. Everybody got a bunch of kids in my family, and
So if you believe in a big family, all you do is you come clean with these women, what your true intentions are, and then you just, if they agree, you shoot up the club like everything else, and let them have as many kids that their bodies can handle. But no, you're not doing that. You're not doing that at all. You undoubtedly are lying to a lot of these women. Unfortunately, they can look ahead and they can tell you might be engaged in pookie activities, but overall, you're not serious in a relationship. Oh, and guys, you want to come up the call links in the chat room? You hit the call link, you can come up and engage in this conversation and chop with me, Chaos Rain. All right, let's go. Fair use.
I appreciate that more than all this other stuff. So when you say it didn't work out, no, it did work out for me because I got my goal. My goal was to have kids. and I got a baby on the way now.
With who?
By this upper dude, this dude done put this woman in a big house. He a 6-figure man, and I got his wife pregnant.
Gentlemen, as you know, I know that this is something I normally don't do on my channel. And the premise of me playing this and giving the reaction, because this has to be laid out in front of the world, that if you have a woman out there and you paying all the bills, just keep in mind, if you're clapping cheeks on the low, just know that, and this is not just only black woman, just any Western woman, she has the propensity of going behind your back and fucking sucking other men. This bum ass, I think he might be a bum. I think he might be, is out here having intercourse with other men's wives. And your wife is so engaged in infidelity. It's no joke. Where to the end game, she get knocked up and she'll put the baby on you. Imagine that. Imagine that. She'll come up, pop up pregnant, and last time, you don't remember when last time you fuck her, and you have to question, is this baby mine? Man, y'all ain't ready for this conversation. Y'all ain't ready for this, man. Let's go. Fairies. Y'all ain't ready for this, man. Y'all ain't ready for this.
They agreed to that?
He don't know.
Well, how'd you meet her?
I end up meeting her at the hospital. That was when I was going through my anxieties and stuff. And so I met her at the hospital, and then I end up calling her Uber. She told me to send her an Uber to my house. And so I sent the Uber, but her husband is an Uber driver. And so
He an Uber driver? You just said he make them upper class.
yes, he is. He just do that on the side. And so,
Well, what is his main job?
I don't know the main job, but she showed me around in his house. Like when he at work, I be at his house. Got a big old house, paid for.
What race? What race are they? What race?
Well, the woman is black and he white.
And you've been busting her down.
Yeah.
Well, what you think gonna happen when his baby come out and it's not mixed?
That's his problem. He better not touch my baby though.
God damn it. You can't make this. Wait, where's Kevin?
God damn it! You can't make this shit up! God damn it! You can't make this shit up! God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
Yo. I cannot believe what this nigga just said. He said, you better not touch my baby. Man, listen. If the father or the actual husband and his wife, and he come across on his wife fuck behind his back, what the fuck you think you gonna do about it? Partner? And don't make it that the husband is non-black. Oh, you're gonna be in a world hurt. Man, listen. Some of you brothers are playing a dangerous game. It reminds me of the story that Al-Raj Curry said one time when he was sleeping with a married man's wife, and the guy came across and knew that this man was sleeping with his wife. He pinned Al-Raj Curry down on the floor, or whatever, and pulled out his piece and said, and told him that put the fear of God in Al-Raj Curry. Ever since then, Al-Raj Curry never messed around with any man's wife again. And that's going to happen to you, brother. Go fuck around and you're going to find out. Real talk. Mess around and find out. This ain't no joke. This, and my words, I ain't lying. Let's go. Fair use.
What you gonna do?
What you mean when I'm going, as far as what?
You talking about he better not touch your baby? What you gonna do?
I'm gonna take care of that business. I'm gonna let. That's when if you touch my kid, that's when you just got to get that demon side out of me. This not your baby. We're gonna take the DNA test before I even start claiming anything. Before I do anything, if the DNA test come back says mine, well, he gonna have to deal with me or leave her. I got more connection with her. I will have more connection with her than he do. Only thing he gave her is trying to be married to her. That's it. A marriage ain't nothing if you don't give a woman kids.
Shout out to Quan. He said this is exactly the Pookie and Ray Ray they find. Yeah, I agree.
A marriage can be replaced. A baby daddy can't. I'm gonna always be the main source.
You see the boldness of this nigga? You see the boldness of this nigga? Like, really? You saying a marriage can't be replaced, but baby dad can't. This is the result when you're dealing with Negroes that are so bold, like literally, that they're up here screwing other man's wives, and your wife's a cheater. Let's be honest. Your wife that does this shit, cheater. Let's keep real. And he up here putting babies in her and putting the baby. See, this is why, you know why? Let me say this. Come on, calm down. A lot of people say that mandatory DNA tests should be mandatory in all 50 states. I'll go a bit further. You as a man, I don't care who the hell you screw or fucking, you better get a DNA test for your goddamn child. Real talk. You get a DNA test for that little niglet. The sooner the better. Don't procrastinate. Don't wait until she gets to a point where, or you get to a point where you're feeling either at ease or unease to really go and demand it. You go do it. And I'm serious. US man, you better go do that stuff, because it's gonna be the determining factor if you are paying somebody else's kid and raise somebody else's baby. Real talk. Anyhow, let's keep going.
I gave her motherhood, or added to her motherhood.
Brother, do you think, okay, so you saying all this stuff like you the man, so you don't know what that man got going on.
What you mean?
You talking all this stuff like, oh, he better not do this, he better not do that. Well, what if he got you? See, here's the thing. You never want to underestimate a man. I don't care what he look like. You should know that. You should know that. You should know. Let me tell you something. I got to find this guy's name. This guy was one of the most, and most of us would never know about him. I was watching a crime show. He was one of the most ruthless serial killers in the history of the United States. Took out a whole bunch. Guess who took out black men?
You talking about the dude from Milwaukee?
Much bigger than him too. Know how he would get them?
How?
He would say, "Hey, my wife is over at the house, and we're looking for a man that, you know, we want a good, you know, strong black man with a big thing to bust her down. But I gotta tie you. But I gotta tie you up." And he would say, "I gotta tie you up before I bring my wife out." So he would he would pick up a man, black dude, drive him back to the house, tie the man up, and then he would, a lot of times they say he used his bare hands, he would strangle him to death. See, he took out a lot of black men, and you would never, and this dude, he was a short, pudgy little dude, white dude that you would never expect. So you never underestimate a man.
Right, I don't underestimate nobody, but what I'm saying is when it comes to my kids, I'm gonna go all out. I'm just telling you, brother, I don't care. You can think that this dude ain't gonna, you don't know what he gonna do either. You saying all this shit, you need to be careful yourself. Well, when it comes to my kids, I'm not gonna let you pump no fear in my blood neither.
Well, you don't know if it's your child either, brother. And the thing is, you messing with his woman. You talking about you not gonna touch your kids? Do you know, brother? Do you know what men will do when you messing with a woman, with a wife?
What they attempt to do, yeah.
No, not what they.
You know, one thing I would say I would respect him, but I don't respect him, and here's why. He doesn't have fear because the dudes that he's smashing on the wives are either sissies or these dudes are, let's be honest, simps. Yeah, I said they're simps. Because if he was really messing around with the wrong type of bitch, that dude will find out he's gonna put hands. He's gonna put the tool on him. He's gonna put some hands on this so-called Pookie. And then he's gonna kick out his so-called infidel itch of a wife. Because really, this is why we have the problem we have in the community we have. And I know why a lot of men did not cover this, but we should cover this because we got some men out here that are engaged in pookie activities are screwing other men's wives, like literally, and they're cool with it. And I don't accept that crap. You do that, you better do that at your own risk. Sleep with another man's wife. See what happens to you. All right, let's go. Let's keep moving. Let's have some more time. Let's a little bit more time. All right, let's go. Farious.
Attempt to do. That's one of the most dangerous things you can do is play with a man's home. You talking about your child? You ain't even thinking. You too busy worried about your dick.
All I'm saying is if the baby is mine. Now, if the baby ain't mine, I go on by my way. You know what I'm saying? That's his job to keep.
You don't know if you're gonna go about your way because this man might lose his mind over you screwing his woman once he find out.
He don't know.
Brother, I just said once he find out. You don't know what he's gonna do. There's been plenty of brothers that have lost their life over messing with another man's woman.
Well, I got a lot of toys if you want to play that.
All right, brother.
I'm just saying, like,
you the baddest man on the planet. I forgot.
It's not about being no bad man, but what I'm not finna let nobody do is harm me. Period. And I'm not even trying to think like that.
What if you catch something, brother? You messing with you still married. You ain't what you talking, you came up talking good at first, like you got this integrity. You married now, you take care of your children.
You know, sad thing about all this man's married and he's messing around with a married woman. I want to know what circles this guy's around because, yeah, I gotta know what circles this dude's around because this is questionable right now. This is really questionable. Sorry, this is really questionable right now because for him to sit there on live air, show himself that he screws with other man's women and wants to have more and more children, it makes me think, saying, who's your circles? Because this dude's around some circles of certain men that he's getting access to these women. Coleman does not have to sit there searching for this type of gentleman, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but something not right about this one, man. I have a feeling this is something not right with this one. Anyhow, let's keep going.
You still screwing another man's wife. You ain't got no damn integrity.
I mean, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, that goes to show you, she said I do, not me.
See the effery of this? See that? Y'all see that? Matter of fact, I got a song for this because I'm just getting pissed off of this. I'm gonna let this, yeah, man, screw this. Yeah, man. That's where I'm at with it, man. That's where I'm at with it. You gotta say screw all these chicks, man. It's for real, man. Real talk, man. Because let's be fair, honest. You as man, you busting your butt, like actually working hard, and you come home and and you know I gotta laugh at this because this is some weirdo shit. This is insanity, man. This is crazy. I mean, I hear stories of women get on these giving throat goats and toppings to random men, and after the man has released on them, right? They go turn around, and then when you come home, she gives you a kiss. These are the men, gentlemen, that they're doing it behind your back if you're not careful. And I remember there was a football player. What was his name? Shit. He played. He's like, I don't know if he's a receiver, running back, wherever, of the Kansas City Chiefs, right? He had to sit there catch a case off one of his wife that he married, and he got married very young, to be honest, right? Of his wife, he caught his wife in the act cheating, and instead of this woman, either pack her stuff and get out of the house, this chick goes out her way to go start a physical altercation with him. I mean, Jesus Christ. Gentlemen, just be careful, man. Just be careful, man. There's no way out of this, man. Anyway, fair use.
That's not my I didn't say them wasn't my vows. That was her vows and his vows. I'm not responsible for what your woman decided to go do. It's something that you wasn't doing, something that he wasn't doing right. Why is his woman is out here?
But you still doing it behind the man's back. It's not.
Now you see this fuckery right here. He said, well, he's doing something wrong. That why she's here. No, she's here because she is a loose woman. This is all the things, even the words biblically. She's a Jezebel. She is a garden to a hoe. She is one of them chicks that don't give a screw, give a F. And she does it behind her husband because she wants to. She had the inclinations to really sleep behind around her husband. And she do it in the comforts of the home that he facilitates for her nesting. She's up in there taking this bum ass Negro right here to your bedroom. He's up here clapping her cheeks, send her to Pumplex City, blowing her back out like there's no tomorrow. And in return, she gets a baby out of it and puts the baby on you. You can't make it up, gentlemen. You can't make it up. Can't make it up. Anyhow, let's go.
It would be different if he was like, yeah, go ahead, bust her.
No loyalty. She do. True or false? That's not my.
What do you owe yourself and your children? You talking about what do you owe them? What do you owe yourself and what do you owe your children?
I'm doing what I owe my children. I'm doing is being a present father. They wake up to me every day. I'm the only black man that you can think of, that you could actually think of, that got kids by multiple baby mamas, and they all been raised up under the same roof with their father.
Oh, if you guys want to come up and engage in the conversation, the call lines in the chat room, come up.
They wake up to see their father every day. For years. You don't see that. You don't see daddy kids been raised together, especially with the daddy. Black daddies. You don't hear that. You don't see that. So I'm doing what I owe my kids. I sacrificed my street life and me being in the streets to be here with my kids. No matter what nobody say about me, I'm taking the responsibility, and I've been doing it almost 10 years.
Shout out.
But you're still engaged in that Pookie and Ray Ray activity by screwing other man's wives. Why? And we all know as men, doing that in the comfort of another man's home, another man's domain that he pays, is dangerous. Very dangerous. But these are the same fucking Negroes you see on this goddamn screen screwing other man's wives. For fun. For effery. It's bullshit. These are what black women or West women are doing behind your back. Screwing these men and putting babies on you. Let's go. Ferris.
To Mayhem, she said,
Oh, and one other thing I forgot to do is I didn't do this earlier. Do I have it? Oh, no, I don't got it. So anyway, support channel, guys. Various.
this is the rat community behavior. Just having kids, not vested in teaching better. And who taught him, his single mother and Pookie father, the cycle. Your father, how many children did he have?
My dad had 14.
By how many women?
4. He had 7 by one, 3 by my mama, 2 by another woman, and 1 by another woman. So that's 13. But when he died, it was another son that he had on his.
So that's 5. So 5 women.
Yeah, well, yeah, 5.
And you want to go out like your daddy, you said. You want to. So how many do you want to have? The same? You want to match him?
Yes, I think the men with the most kids is the most masculine. I don't look at the men with the most money. I look at.
Yeah, you will say that because you are broke. Listen. You know, it's funny. I had a conversation with Mary about this, and I always think that is it really my fault that I don't get the traction I need? I sometimes might think about it, not much. But when I think about the people that a lot of people give the attention the most, are these losers, these same ones that's out here just busting pure nuts throughout the community and having the children and putting on babies for some men that don't really take time out their day to really start doing DNA test check of their kids, much less the men that's doing what they have to be playing stepdaddies intentionally. And I always question, how long you think this is going to last, the stepdaddy season nonsense? Because this man is still married, the one you see on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, on the right corner. He is married, and he's out here slinging down on other married women. Let that sink in. Just let that sink in. All right, let's go. And you guys, if you want to comment, the call line's open.
The man with the most kids is the most masculine man you can think of.
To continue watching this video and to have access to all of my previous.
All right, so that's it. That is it. Man. And I was gonna do that as a. Well, actually, no. No, it was right time I played because I always wonder why people say I don't play anything in regards to focus on certain things on the men. And there is content out there for this, but let's be honest. If the content exists where men are out here having a conversation with other men that's doing ill work, nasty crap around the community, like besides the violence, but also having unwanted kids and impregnating the whole community. It's rare to find this content on the internet unless you have to search for it. And I'm not going to waste my time search for this crap. I'm not going to do it now. Because just that dude alone is speaking enough that these type of men are pretty small in numbers in regards to the issue of the community, in regards producing the 20%? Was it 70% out of wedlock? I forgot what percent it was. It was like a high number, but it's a small percent of men that's doing this. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm right. A small percent. But you get the point, guys. It's a small percent of these men that's knocking a whole lot of these ladies. So I don't really do too much content on it. I would do it if you guys want to join my Discord and send me these videos or articles of men that's doing this. But I'm not going to take my time today to look for it. I'm not going to do it. I refuse to do it. Because in my opinion, it's not really content that's enough to really give an eye open on what the activities black men are doing out here. Because when I look at the black men like him that's doing this, these are the minority of black men. And this dude is just, by look at his face, the reason why he's getting access to the box is because he's dealing with women that in his mind he could benefit at the end. If he can't benefit and a woman is trying to get some out of this dude, you know, he's not going down. Let him try to deal with a woman that requires something from this dusty Negro. He will not be around long. Matter of fact, he will not stay long around presence. But it goes back your standards and who you really deal with and who you allow into your body. And these are the dudes that's getting the greater access that's procreating throughout the community. Imagine that. That's just sad. Sad. All right. So let me see if I can find the article. Let me see if I want to talk about it. Let me look for it. No, I don't want to talk about that. Let me see if I have it. I think I have it here. Yeah, you know what? I might read it. Yeah, screw it. I'll do it. It's probably the last thing I'm going to cover. And if you guys want to come up now, or Very Holy Peace, because I'm not going to stay up here long. I'm going to cover this one article. And let me see. What time I finish? Okay. This article I'm going to cover is a very important article. And I need to say that this article that you're going to see right now is about the consequence of a lot of women that engage in the business, or like we call the adult entertainment business. Before I share it, let me just double check, make sure. Let's look right. All right, looks good. Okay. I'm going to share it now. And I think this one is very important. I remember one good friend, Nathaniel, talk about these ladies that's been in business and damaged their body, and it's mostly non-black women that's having trauma, having too much intercourse within their household or whatever. But what really is happening to that woman that engage in adult content and engage in, this behavior for a lengthy period of time? As you see this, and it's by IGV. And there are probably some other sources, but for now, I'm going to read to you what you see here. And if you want this article, you got to join the Discord service. You know the deal. Find the Discord. The Discord's in the description and also in the chat room. All right. Adult star who shot 300 scenes in 6 months revealed brutal impact on her body. This was month of March. I think this is on the last week or something. An adult star has spoken out about the impacts that shooting an extraordinary numbers of scenes in a short period had on her body. Haley Davis, a performer in the adult entertainment industries, recently discussed her experience of Holly Randolph's Unfiltered podcast. During the conversation, she shares details about her move from New Zealand to the United States, where she took on an intense workload. So she's from another country. Davis explains that within just 6 months, she had filmed approximately 300 scenes, an average of 2 per day. However, due to the demand of editing her own content, she often films multiple scenes in a single day. So she does random scenes. There will be days where, because I was doing everything myself, now I have some help with editing, but I would need some days to edit. She reveals, although she wasn't filming daily, editing responsibilities still meant she was constantly working. I never took days off, but I would need days to edit. So not every single day was a collab. For those unfamiliar with the terms, a collab refers to a collaboration between two OFs, OnlyFans, creators producing content together. While Davis typically filmed 2 scenes per day, there were occasionally where she pushed herself even further. I some days did 5, which was hectic. Some days might have been like one. She admits the intensity of filming schedule inevitably had impact on her health. Davis openly describes the physical strains of her body enduring from shooting so frequently. My coochie was getting so painful that I would be taking 2 Tylenols and 2 Advils in the morning before my shoot, she confessed. My God, baby, you gotta stop. If your junk is in pain, that's an indication that you need to take a break. Slow down, close down the box, the kitty factory. Stop letting your thing get pounded like a locomotive, get pounded and beat it like some drill. That might save whatever's left of your kitty. Words of wisdom. Words of wisdom. Let's continue. As the day went on, she found herself reliant on painkillers even more just to push through. Throughout the day, I found myself taking more just to get through. I kept mentally telling myself, it's okay, I can get through this. Podcasting host and adult film director Holly Randall questions whether Davis ever considered taking an extended break to recover. The answer to that question is no. And you know why I say no? Because this is where they make their bread and butter. You see, one thing you guys got to keep in mind. Doing this content creating thing, right? At times, you're not going to get no breaks off this. Depending what content you're doing. And the content she does is a business that's a constant strain and demand on not only your mentality, but also your physical health. Let's continue. Let me see where I was. Extended break to recover. All right. You don't think maybe I should give my body a break? She asks. However, Davis explains that she never allows herself more than a couple of days off at a time. Ooh. Yeah, that's not going to work. Randall also inquired about her motivation for maintaining such an intense work pace. She wondered whether Davis was trying to stockpile content in order to take a break later. Davis, however, explains that her decision was driven by the momentum of her growing career. It's because I was blowing up. I'm so data number driven and I was doing so great. She explains, I just want to see how far I could go. And there's links to this repulsive interview, which we're not gonna. And there's another one, adult. Who's this? Yeah. No one cares about that. Yeah. So, there you have it. My thoughts on this is, if you're a damaged woman, if you've been having traumatized and you've been engaged in too much, intercourse, no matter how long you've been doing it, there's consequences for this. One of the things you have that you're going to experience is not only pains in your kitty, but also pains psychologically, spiritually. You will not have restless nights. You're going to be uncomfortable. You're going to have nightmares, dreams, and, maybe regrets, possibly. Hell, you see a lot of these women now are trying to clean their image by scrubbing the internet. Good luck to that. The internet is forever. And a side note to all ladies that have OnlyFans. Don't think that the man you're going to deal with in the present or the future knows that you've been doing some naughty things on a paywall. Matter of fact, most people nowadays, if you think about it, if we want to go there, if you have anything that you've done in the past, most people that have tech skills, computer skills, will find you. And a lot of things don't get scrubbed easy off the internet. And the reason why the internet is forever, because the internet is a hub. It is a library in itself of harboring information. And with information, nothing is lost. It's always stored in various servers, various sites that keep the information of what you have done in the past. So if you're going to be an adult star or OF model that's doing 90 things, you've been warned. Your life as a regular civilian can be over. Let that sink in for a bit. All right, guys, that's it. I hope this stream was helpful for y'all. I hope y'all like it so far. I'm looking forward in your response in the comment section of this one. The links to follow me are below. You can follow me on Twitter at Chaos27. You can add me as a friend on Facebook, Eric Ray on Facebook. You can also join my Discord service as well. You can also follow me on Rumble, CRain23 on Rumble. And last but not least, become a member of the Chaos Reign Show as well. Membership always has perks, so please become a member now. Try and grow the membership so I could do maybe some interesting uploads or even private streams. Who knows? But only way we're going to find out is you got to be a member of the channel. And like I said, please be respectful in the comment section of these videos. I don't see much, but if you're going to be disgruntled, please have some logic when you say some disgruntled in the comment section. That's it. Thank you for watching today's stream. And like always, let the chaos reign.
Man, fuck all you hoes. Fuck you and your mammy and your granny too. And fuck all you hoes. I'm sick of this shit. Fuck all you hoes. And fuck all you. Don't give a damn, bitch, what you wanna do. And fuck all you hoes.
They like the chaos.
They like the chaos. So when you're able to
The chaos.
let that chaos reign with,
The chaos.
let that chaos reign with,
The chaos
let that chaos reign with,
must reign.